On revient dans la salle de gym avec votre prochaine vidéo. Merci pour tout votre support et soutien, spécialement dans le groupe de Facebook Gym Core Girls. Pour les personnes qui sont intéressées à le rejoindre, c'est gratuit bien sûr. C'est là où vous allez découvrir encore plus toutes les choses qu'on fait, que ce soit ici, devant la caméra, dans cette chaîne de YouTube ou derrière les coulisses. Avec moi, ma femme bien sûr, Jenna. Aujourd'hui, on va travailler les fessiers, 4 exercices comme vous avez lu à travers le titre que vous avez ici. What are we doing today?
We're going to do booty moves, exercises that are good for the booty.
Ok, donc, on va commencer avec le premier exercice. We start with the first exercise.
Yes.
Let's go.
So there's different variations you can do of the hip thrust. You can use a barbell, you can use a machine hip thrust, you can use a dumbbell and do single leg hip thrust, and you can use a Smith machine. I like using a Smith machine because not only do I like the way it feels on a Smith machine, it's very fast to set up. When you're using a barbell, it takes forever to set up. You have to lift the barbell up and put the weights, each one on each side. This is already set up for you. So it's very fast to set up and it feels great. And balance is not an issue. You don't have to worry about balancing the bar or anything like that. It's a very stable exercise on the Smith machine. So this is one reason why I like it, because it's very stable. I don't have to worry about wobbling or anything like that. So you're going to get a bench. You're going to put it so that the middle of your back touches the bench. You want these safety pins. You want these safety pins to be at the very bottom, okay, on each side. You use a barbell pad. I want my knees to be at about 90 degrees angles. If your feet are too far out, you're going to feel it more in your hamstrings. If your feet are too far in, you're going to feel it more in your quads. I want it about 90-degree angle, my knees, so that I can feel it more in my glutes, okay? Then you take the bar off, down, and up. I like to squeeze it and hold it for about 2 or 3 seconds to really feel my glutes where the tension is the hardest at the top. The tension is the hardest at the top, so I'm holding it there for 2 or 3 seconds. Down, up, down, up. Now, if you have low back pain like I do sometimes, you want to do what the scoop method is. I do the scoop method. Some people don't do the scoop method. So some people, they have their head up and they come up. This can cause lower back pain for some people if they do it this way. For me, I like to look forward. My chin is tucked to my chest. And I do the scoop method. My hips come down. And I move from my ribs and my hips up, and I keep my looking forward. This helps protect my low back. If you start getting stronger in the hip thrusts, and if you want to develop your booty, you want to get stronger in all your exercises that have to do with your booty. You want a better booty, you want a stronger booty. As the weight gets heavier and you start getting stronger, sometimes it starts hurting your pelvis. So you might want to have to put extra padding there as you get stronger. Because like I said, you want to get stronger. If you want a better booty 6 months from now, you better have a stronger booty 6 months from now. And then you can do it like that. If you're someone that struggles with feeling it in your glutes, holding it at the top for a few seconds can help you feel the glutes more. And also, it's natural to feel it in your legs, your quadriceps a little bit when you do the hip thrust, because you're also working your quads too when you do the hip thrust. So it's natural to feel it some in your legs. But if you struggle with feeling it in your glutes, remember 90-degree angle with your knees and to hold it a little bit at the top. Okay, so the next exercise is a Bulgarian split squat. I'm doing it again on the Smith machine because I like that it's very stable. I don't have to worry about balancing or falling. You can do it with dumbbells, but I like to do it on a Smith machine because I like the stability of it. Okay, I'm putting 2 plates on the ground. This is going to help me get more range of motion. So this is a deficit Bulgarian split squat. A deficit Bulgarian split squat, a deficit because of the steps right there. It's going to help me go down further, get a deeper stretch, because studies show lengthening the muscle more and getting a deeper stretch is better for muscle growth, okay? When I'm concentrating on my glutes, I want a wider stride length. And I want to concentrate on moving from my hips forward. So you're going to have a forward-leaning torso.
Avant de continuer, bien sûr, si vous êtes ici pour la première fois, je vous encourage ou on vous encourage à vous abonner à cette chaîne de YouTube et de cliquer sur la cloche de notification. Un petit j'aime serait vraiment, vraiment apprécié de notre part. Continuez à partager, mais s'il vous plaît, rendez-nous un service. Laissez des commentaires en bas. Dites-nous ce que vous pensez de cette vidéo. La dernière vidéo, on n'a pas eu beaucoup de commentaires et devinez quoi? On ne sait même pas ce que vous voulez. Aussi, dites-nous d'où vous êtes. Qui vous êtes? Quel âge avez-vous? Quel est votre objectif? Est-ce que vous voulez perdre du gras? Est-ce que vous voulez avoir des belles fesses? Est-ce que vous voulez avoir des beaux bras, un joli corps? Qu'est-ce que vous désirez?
So this is going to be a standing hip abduction. This is for upper glutes, the top part of the glutes, otherwise known as the shelf. So if you want to develop more your top part of the glutes, this will be one of the exercises that will do that. You hold something stable, bend your knee, put the weight here, lean into that planted foot, and come up. Lean into the foot and come up. A lot of people think that the leg that's coming up, this is the one that's being worked. That's not the one that's being worked. The leg that's being worked, the glute that's being worked is the one that's on the ground. So the one that's on the ground, it's natural to feel it in that booty more because the one that's on the ground is the one that's going to be working the hardest.
Avant de continuer, je suis plus que sûr que vous êtes en train d'apprécier toutes ces astuces pour avoir un super popotin. Une autre chose qu'on voudrait faire pour vous les filles, téléchargez notre guide 7 jours pour se reprendre en main. Vous avez le lien au-dessous de cette vidéo et aussi vous avez 10% sur tous les produits GMCore, spécialement les abonnements essentiels et pro. Il y a déjà une remise, mais aujourd'hui, on vous donne encore une autre remise de 10% si vous voulez découvrir tous les programmes qu'on fait ici pour vous. Et n'oubliez pas de rejoindre notre groupe GMCore Girls sur Facebook et je la laisse continuer avec le prochain exercice.
Okay, next we're going to be doing Romanian deadlifts. You can do this with a barbell, you can do it with dumbbells, or you can do it on a Smith machine like I was on earlier. I'm going to do it with dumbbells today. When you do a Romanian deadlift, you want a slight bend in your knees. You're also going to be working the hamstrings, so it's not just your glutes, you're also working your hamstrings in this exercise. Feet about shoulder width apart, slight bend in your knees, keep your back straight. Bend from the hips, not from your back. Don't bend from your back. Bend from your hips. Think of sticking your butt straight back to the back wall.
On arrive à la fin de cette vidéo. Merci d'avoir pris le temps de rester avec nous jusqu'à la fin. Any other tips? What would you like to add to the workout?
Yes, if you want to improve your booty more than your other body parts, make sure you prioritize that at the beginning of the week. And it's good to work your booty 2 to 3 times a week. I recommend 3 times a week if you want to improve your booty, but do it at least twice. And prioritize that at the very beginning of your week. And at the very beginning of your workout, you want to start with a booty exercise like hip thrust that only work the booty instead of an exercise that hits your legs and your booty. Hit your booty first in the very beginning of the workout if your booty is what you want to improve the most.
En plus de ça, si vous êtes toujours perdu, dans le site Gym Core Trainer, on va avoir le programme Booty qui va être super organisé à travers 2 séances par semaine. En plus de ça, vous allez travailler le reste du corps. Donc, restez branchés. Si vous voulez visiter le site et vous voulez prendre bien sûr un abonnement mensuel, ça ne vous empêche pas de le faire. Vous avez le lien au-dessous de cette vidéo. N'oubliez pas de rejoindre notre groupe Gym Core Girls sur Facebook et comme je le dis à la fin de chaque vidéo. Merci et mnulgul!
Do a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired.